I got called to be bishop about a month and a half ago, and I've already done some marriage counseling. But I put together, this is a talk on CD called 5 Things You Can Do Today to Bless Your Marriage, and if I could have designed a cover, today would have been the biggest word, because rather than a deep theological discussion of marriage or the doctrine of marriage and things like that, these are more things that you can do tonight that will bless your marriage, make things better, and they're very simple things that you can do. There's an old Mormon ad that said marriage isn't any big thing, it's a lot of little things, or here's some little things. And an example that I used in the book was one morning I got up, I was sleep deprived, I was tired, I looked terrible, looked in the mirror, felt terrible, walked over to the shower, and my wife had put a note on the door that said, "I just want you to know how much I appreciate these heroic lengths you go to provide for our family." And that changed my whole day. And I was able to go out and do that assignment. I shared this at Education Week last year, and a woman came up to me and she said, "I hope you don't mind, but I plagiarized your wife's words." And I texted that to my husband, and he texted me back, and he said, "That is the nicest thing you have ever said to me." And it changed their marriage for that day. This is not rocket science. There's easy things that we can do to get the love of God into our marriages. Another thing, my wife and I visited the Holy Land in January, and I saw the backdrop for the parables for the first time in my life, had a dozen aha experiences, and came home and read and researched and wrote of Pigs, Pearls, and Prodigals, and Desert Book's subtitle was A Fresh Look at the Parables of Jesus. And it's Matthew, Mark, Luke mostly. Our New Testament year is coming up next year. But my approach was, this is a commentary that's trying to be very concise but clear and has some great content is my hope. Wonderful things that we learned when we were over there. Every parable begins with a who Jesus was talking to, why he said it. And Joseph Smith said, I asked the question, what drew the parable out of Jesus? What made him want to say this? And that helps tremendously. And even where he said it, because that's huge. Was he with the scribes? Was he with the Pharisees? Where was he geographically? Because sometimes that made a huge difference. So it's kind of, I try to make it very accessible, kind of a commentary for the rest of us. Lastly, you have on your notes there, earth shakers. I've written or spoken about scriptures that can give you peace in adversity, but this one is the spiritual wake-up call. This is for those that the spiritual alarm clock keeps going off, but we keep reaching over and hitting the snooze button. And these are scriptures that make you go, oh, whoa, instead of, oh, they make you go, whoa. So I've called it 7 scriptures that will rock your world. That's the earth shakers thing, and that's supposed to be out roughly at the end of August.